My name is Julia Marriott, and my uncle was actually a client of Clay's, and I was moving up here to Tulsa, and so before we even moved, I gave him a call and said, "Hey, where should I apply?" And straight out of his mouth, first thing he said, without any reservation at all, was, "I'll have the perfect place." So I call for 13-point assessment. So I schedule all of the clients that come into our program, and I also am a coach, and then I also am an SEO author. Probably the most challenging aspect of my day every day is just making sure that I'm following my calendar, constantly making sure that I'm managing my schedule right. I would say that's something that I'm always working to improve on. So just a daily interaction, it's just moving from one specific job to the next, and it may be completely different. Like I may go from coaching a client and I'm teaching something or I'm explaining something, and then the very next job that I do, I'm zoning in on what I'm writing about specific content for a customer, and then an hour later, then I'm going in and editing a book, or something like that. So it's something different all the time, and I'm constantly learning. It's just so conducive to success and just making you be the best that you absolutely can. So like the decor, for example, there's like quotes on the wall all the time. It's just very uplifting. People like Elon Musk are quoted, Bill Gates, random quotes from Clay that you just see everywhere you look, and it just brings out a positive vibe or a positive energy. It's like this go-getter mentality that you just walk in the room and everybody's just on it, and so it's awesome. So my first couple months here, I was learning search engine optimization, and search engine optimization was something that I always liked. I like to research it, I like to watch videos on it, but I didn't realize how much I really didn't know about it. So Clay and Jonathan, they both break it down into just simple steps, and so I've really learned a lot about search engine optimization, but then also sales skills. So I've worked in sales since I was 19 or 20, but I never really knew how to do it effectively. Even though I thought I did, I never actually knew how to sell effectively until I started learning from Clay and Jonathan. And Jonathan and Clay, they're not the type of people to ever sugarcoat anything for you, which is great because I'm able to get honest feedback and know how to improve. And so just everything that I'm learning, I'm just constantly able to improve because of their feedback. Working with Clay is fun because he's always teaching you something, and then he's funny. He just is always keeping you on your toes. I love it. And then working for Jonathan is awesome because it's like working for your older brother, because Jonathan he's funny, but he's also very intense. So he'll be honest with you 100% of the time. So he's not afraid to hurt your feelings, but then he's also going to be the first one to back you every time whenever you need it. He's always on your side. And so they're just so fun to be around. They're very intense, but in a good way, push you to your best level. So it's awesome. To be brutally honest, Clay doesn't accept mediocrity at all. And I think that he likes to just live behind a wall because he's kind of excluded from the rest of the world and just the crap that's out there. And then also he's able to focus and tunnel in on the things that he wants to do, all of his goals. And as far as just why he likes pets so much, probably because they're simple. They don't bring emotions, they don't bring drama, they don't bring dishonesty or a lot of things like that to the table that I know, Clay despises, along with the rest of us. So I think that's why he enjoys his little oasis at his house with all of his animals and his family and like-minded people. Pretty much anyone who just likes to come to work and pick up a check, just the constant bureaucratic, I'm only going to do enough to get by, or I'm only going to do just enough to keep my job, or I don't want to grow, or I don't want to push myself, or I don't want to learn new skills. That type of person probably wouldn't enjoy what we do, because we do work very vertically. We're all cross-training, we're all trying to learn, we're all trying to advance. And not only that, but we work in an atmosphere that the expectations are above average. So if a person is used to just barely getting by and just doing just enough to keep their job, they probably wouldn't like Clay Clark. And he probably wouldn't like them. So I would say if you walk in the door here at Thrive and you see everybody around and you see us all working at a fast pace and you can tell everybody's just a go-getter, we're all walking fast, we're getting it done, and you realize that this is your tribe, then you're at a good spot. So anybody who's a go-getter, anybody who wants to be challenged, anyone who doesn't get offended easily, and is constantly looking for feedback and growth, they would love it here.